여러분 반갑습니다. I'm Kwon So-hwa and this is K-Culture Dive. Join us in taking a deep dive into the heart of Korean culture, from K-entertainment to AI news, K-culture and photos. And today we go underground for some shopping hotspots in Seoul with our K-trend diver, Konu. And we're going to do all of that together with my co-host, Walter Lee. Hello, Walter. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, Soa. And hello to our K-Culture Dive viewers. I'm Walter Lee to co-host alongside Soa and fill you in with some exciting K-entertainment news.
Starting K-Enter with some anniversary news, but who for?
Yes, there have been a lot of anniversaries we've talked about these days, but on Saturday, August 8th, marked a special milestone for BLACKPINK as the group celebrated their 10th anniversary of the debut. Now, the members marked the occasion with a Weverse live stream, thanking the group's fan base, also known as Blinks. So, for the live stream, Rosé prepared flowers and a cake for the members, with Jennie calling her the romantic one of the group. Jisoo said she couldn't believe how fast time flies, while Lisa revealed that she had been so nervous in the lead up to the anniversary that she had to listen to her own BLACKPINK songs while getting ready for the day. Now, BLACKPINK also held a meet and greet earlier that day at the National Museum of Korea in Seoul, with 40 fans in attendance. However, there were some fans expressed a little bit of disappointment as the event was announced suddenly just 2 days earlier. Now, addressing the issue, Jisoo did say that they ended up preparing a small event, but originally wanted, obviously, a bigger event with more fans. She said communication issues on their side were a bit of a problem and that they are very sorry.
Well, as their new chapter begins, maybe we will find more opportunities for Blinks to have BLACKPINK in their area.
Yes, of course.
And congrats again to BLACKPINK.
10 years.
And now, next we have news on another girl group. This time it's about a recently kicked off world tour.
Indeed. So, girl group aespa have held their first set of concerts of their fourth world tour, 2026-27 aespa Live Tour, Sync Complexity. Now, that's showcasing the experience, the stage, and stage presence the Savage group have built since their debut in November 2020. Now, the concerts on August 7th and 8th were aespa's first appearance at Seoul's Gorgeok Sky Dome, drawing a total of 35,000 fans over 2 days. Now, the concert was not only made spectacular due to the powerful energy that aespa brings to all of their concerts, but also the visuals and storytelling during the 2.5-hour performance. Now, following the Seoul concerts, the tour will take them to 25 locations, including North America, South America, and also Europe.
Sounds super exciting. And finally, BTS's Jungkook is really taking the social media world by storm. Tell us how.
Yes, he is indeed, Soa. So, the World Music Awards, often referred to as Europe's Billboard, announced through its official account that Jungkook was the most mentioned singer on social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, from January 1st to July 31st, 2026. Now, Jungkook recorded more than 2.6 million mentions on X, placing him at #1. Now, just for some context, the king of pop, Michael Jackson, ranked second with 2.4 million mentions. Now, Jungkook also reportedly has the second most reposted posts on Instagram history, behind football icon Lionel Messi. Jungkook's influence is equally notable on TikTok, as well as the hashtag Jungkook became the first hashtag for a solo artist worldwide to surpass 400 billion views.
That is incredible.
Indeed it is.
And thank you very much, Walter, for those updates, and stick around.
Will do.
All right, time now to go over to our AI anchor Arirang for more on the culture front. Arirang.
Thanks, Swa. Here's your AI guide to the latest cultural headlines from Korea. Let's begin with our top story. Culture Minister Choi Hyung met with Gangwon-do Province Governor Woo Sang-ho to discuss key issues in cultural and sports sectors. The two sides shared regional priorities and agreed to work closely on policy coordination. Governor Woo called for central government support to boost regional tourism, improve Gangwon residents' daily lives through culture, and develop a cultural hub in Gangwon's southwestern city of Wonju. Minister Cho also inspected cultural and sports facilities in Chuncheon. He vowed to spare no effort to ensure that the unique cultural values of each region become a source of national competitiveness. The success of K-pop group BTS and its agency HYBE has been featured as a case study at a prestigious overseas business school. INSEA Blue Ocean Strategy Institute in France recently published a case study on HYBE's growth strategy. It found that the one small agency leveraged BTS to move beyond competition in the K-pop market and create new audiences in the global music industry. It analyzed that HYBE achieved explosive growth through a blue ocean strategy built on BTS's debut, the launch of its fan platform Reverse, and the expansion of the K-pop ecosystem. This laid the groundwork for diversification across genres, regions, and business areas. The study also cited global localization as HYBE's second growth strategy, highlighting its efforts to establish local operations in overseas markets. The changing of the guard ceremony at Gyeongbokgung Palace has resumed as the extreme heat eases slightly. The Korea Heritage Service said the ceremony resumed on Saturday after Seoul's severe heatwave warning was lifted on Friday. The ceremony had been suspended for 3 days to protect performers and visitors from heat-related illnesses. The reenactment takes place at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. around Hungnaemun Gate Square and Gwanghwamun Gate. That's all from me. Turning now to a quick look at more K-culture stories making headlines today.
Through a single photo at a time, we take a closer look at culture in Korea. This is K-Culture in Photos. Dokdo Gangchi, the extinct sea lion that once lived around Dokdo. For centuries, these sea lions, known in Korea as Gangchi, lived around the rocky shores of Dokdo. But in the early 1900s, commercial hunting by Japanese hunters drove the Dokdo sea lion to extinction. Today, the Gangchi is remembered as more than just an animal. It is a symbol of Dokdo's history and its unique marine ecosystem. Now, Gangchi is returning in a very different way. Starting this Monday, August 10th, the Korean animated series Gangchi Island will stream on Netflix around the world. Set in the waters around Dokdo, it follows young sea lion wizards as they grow into guardians of the ocean. The series hopes to introduce Dokdo to global audiences through storytelling rather than history lessons. It's a reminder that sometimes stories can bring forgotten history back to life. And for viewers everywhere, Gangchi Island may become their first introduction to Dokdo and to the sea lions that once called it home. Baseball stadiums in Korea are usually filled with cheering fans, but this past weekend, record-breaking heat brought the games to a halt. Instead of players, empty stands, silent dugouts, and cooling, fans took over the field. Even the ground told the story. Surface temperatures climbed to nearly 50 degrees Celsius, making it too hot to play. The heat isn't just changing sports, it's changing everyday life. One woman was even seen lifting her silver suitcase to shield herself from the blazing sun, while long lines of people crossed the street under colorful parasols. Staying in the shade seems to be worth lifting the heavy weight of a suitcase. Meanwhile, parasols have become a summer essential, blending practicality with fashion as people choose designs that reflect their own personality. People are also finding new ways to stay cool. Movie theaters are drawing bigger crowds as families escape the heat indoors, while supermarkets are selling more ready-to-eat meals and meal kits, giving people an easy way to avoid cooking over a hot stove. Wait, what's happening here? These pups are not just posing for a photo, they are the stars of a special pet sports festival in Taean. At the Taean Beach Sports Festival for dogs, dogs and their owners experience a variety of activities from running races and obstacle courses to splashing around in the water. After all the excitement, the atmosphere becomes more relaxing as the sun starts to set. Against the beautiful Taean coastline, dogs and their owners enjoy a peaceful moment together. And now, after all the excitement, these furry athletes seem to be winding down with a peaceful beach yoga session. These photos show that the pets are becoming true members of the family and part of our everyday adventures. Where are we? Hundreds of people are gathering outdoors, sitting on yoga mats and moving together in silence. It looks like a peaceful yoga class, but this is not an ordinary studio. This is Gwanghwamun Square, right in the heart of Seoul. Surrounded by familiar city landmarks, the space transforms into a place for relaxation as people stretch their bodies, release tension, and enjoy a moment of calm under the moonlight. From simple stretches to more challenging poses, participants follow along together, proving that yoga is not just about exercise. It's also about taking a break and finding a moment for yourself. Moonlight yoga at Gwanghwamun transforms a historical landmark into a peaceful space where people can reconnect with themselves under the night sky. Whether it's protecting memories, adapting to change, or creating new experiences, these moments reflect the different ways people move through life in Korea today.
One of the things that surprises many first-time visitors to Korea is Seoul's subway system. Not only is it fast, clean, and incredibly well-connected, but many stations are linked to underground shopping arcades. Isn't that so, Walter?
Yes, I mean, these underground shopping arcades are becoming very popular these days. I mean, not just because of the heat, but because of what they sell as well. And I mean, you can just step off a train and literally be met with restaurants, cafes, and all these other shopping places.
Right, and as you mentioned, the heat, I think during the hot summer months, it's a perfect escape from the heat as well,
Exactly.
Indeed. And so today we are taking a look at some of Seoul's underground shopping hotspots with our trend diver Konu back in the studio. Welcome back, Konu.
Hello, Konu.
안녕, divers. It's your favorite trend diver, Kon. Ooh, on duty.
All right, Kanu. So many foreign visitors are very surprised when they discover that in Seoul, once they step off the subway, they find these massive underground shopping centers. So first off, how did this underground shopping culture develop in Korea?
Well, first of all, I'll be very impressed to find this kind of amenities and infrastructure here in Korea because I've been to other countries many times and I've tried international subway before and I will be surprised. And when it comes to how it all started, we need to talk about history of Korea right here. Unlike subway in other countries focused on history and classic atmosphere, the Korean subway system prioritized functionality and practicality. And this is because practicality emerged alongside with a 빨리빨리 culture, which is hurry culture, as Korea achieved great economic growth with rapidly changing circumstances following the Korean War. And if you have tried Korean subway before, you can easily just see just how modern and efficient it is designed, featuring not only fast travel, but also easy transfer and payment systems. However, the most significant characteristics of Korean subway is that it's not merely means of transportation, but a living space that reflects the lifestyle of people who actually living in Korea. As a result, convenience stores, luggage lockers, and restrooms have came up inside the station, along with the restaurants and shopping centers. And some stations, you can even take and print out passport photos immediately, or print out some of the important personal information documents, such as resident registration certificate, right on the spot, which is just amazing. While people living in Korea often forget because they are so used to it, as I am too, but it is very common for overseas stations to lack even basic amenities such as restrooms, right? I'm sure that you agree with me right here. And, you know, well, if you think about all infrastructure located in station in Seoul is managed by Seoul Metropolitan Government to ensure hygiene and safety for Koreans who value practicality and efficiency. The station itself has become a small city that reflects them, and various lifestyle infrastructure such as underground shopping centers have turned out to be located inside the station.
Wow.
That's quite interesting indeed. And as our trend diver, you actually like to go to the places before you come on and see it. And so you explored some of the underground stores. Tell us, where did you go and what caught your attention exactly?
Well, I just wanted to show you what it is like. Actually, what it seems like. So I always try to go and just show you guys what it is like. So the place I visited was the underground shopping center located inside a 고속버스 terminal, aka Dokdo, the express bus terminal station. Although I have been to many underground shopping centers before, I found specifically 3 impressive things about this one right here. First, it is a long, straight shopping center like typical shopping malls where you have to walk around in circles. Since this place is located in underground, it stretches out in a single long line so you can just conveniently browse both sides while shopping. And second, it is all-in-one shopping center, and they sell such a wide variety of goods that you actually might not even realize it is an underground shopping center. For example, they sell items like across various categories, including clothes, shoes, cosmetic, flowers, and even phone cases, household goods, accessories, and food. However, there's something you have to watch out for, which is when you actually go shopping in 지하상가, underground shopping center, which is you might find yourself carrying a huge number of shopping bags and your wallet's getting thinner. We call it 통장 here in Korea, you know what I mean? 통장 means like you're running out of money in your wallet. So, well, this is because the items are diverse and prices are relatively affordable, so you end up buying too many stuff. And 고속버스 terminal, Dokdo Express Terminal Underground Shopping Center, just browse, and I found some of the 가성비 clothes with a great value for money, so I ended up buying some of them. I didn't actually plan it, but I did. But anyways, third, it is a shopping center with a convenient transportation while there are various underground shopping centers here in Seoul. This one is located beneath a major bus terminal, making transportation particularly convenient since it is served by 3 subway lines. A major advantage is that you can actually use a subway immediately after shopping without having to go outside. Although it was extremely hot out on that day when I actually visited this place, I didn't even have a single drop of sweat because I didn't even have to go outside. So you can basically just go shopping regardless of the weather.
Well, we could see in the video someone was having fun with shopping there, Gonu.
Tell me about it.
And I transfer a lot actually at Dokdo.
Do ya?
Yes,
Okay.
so I'm very familiar with that. And I like how there are also some brand items that you can get once you get out of the subway. But then once you step inside the actual Dokdo shopping center, you find all the stuffs that you mentioned, Gonu. So
Exactly.
I like the mix of it. And then if you step a few meters, you also have the department store right there as well. But Gonu, there are different types of underground shopping areas, I heard. Could you tell us more about that?
Well, you got that right there. Well, actually, as you mentioned, 지하상가 underground shopping centers are typically connected to the subway, but there are also some of the independent ones. And, as you know, some subway stations are connected not only to underground shopping center, but also to department store, like you mentioned. And some of them are connected to hospitals, major corporation, and large shopping malls, given the nature of underground shopping centers where a consistent flow of people is essential for, various shops to spring up and grow. There are actually far more 지하상가 underground shopping centers connected to the subway. That way, this whole arcades can possibly grow.
Okay.
And like Soa mentioned, there are all these different areas that people can find in Seoul with different kinds of things that they sell. Like you said before, it could be home goods, it could be, let's say, imported foods, etc. So can you tell me, or could you tell the people, some of Seoul's most famous places and maybe what they best represent?
Well, that's a little tricky question because there are so many of them, actually. My best friend loves 지하상가 underground shopping center so much. And, and thanks to her, I've been able to visit most of them in Seoul right here. And while Actually, all underground shopping centers are a variety of items, and the aforementioned Dokdo Jiasangang Express Bus Terminal Underground Shopping Center is well known among Korean as a budget-friendly women's fashion shopping destination. That one I can tell you that, because if you want to try some of the trendy and fashionable K-fashion, this is a must-visit place. Also, since this is a Seoul's representative flower wholesale market, you should definitely visit because I mean, like, I'm sure that there are a lot of people who like flowers, and if you're a foodie, you absolutely must go check out Eunma Shopping Center. It is a great place to try some of the Korean side dishes that actually we Korean actually eat daily, even within the realm of K-food. So there are places offering the samples, free samples. So if you want to try some of them, you can possibly do. And there are plenty of other food options besides the side dishes. So if you like food, you definitely want to check out Eunma, and there's actually Gangnam Jiasangang. Gangnam Station Underground Shopping Center is famous for fashion, accessories, and phone cases. Since Gangnam Station serves as a transportation hub within Seoul, there are various hot spots, not only inside the station, but also outside as well. It is a great place I often visit when buying phone cases, protectors, or cases, because it's really affordable, it's really cheap with a high quality. And there's another one, Namdaemun Underground Shopping Center. It's famous for imported food, as you know. A lot of Koreans actually visit this place for affordable price, like liquor or imported food, and I'm sure that you've been there before, right? Because every single Korean, not every single Korean, but a lot of Korean actually give it a try to visit this place.
Especially when it comes to imported food, I like the imported snacks, all those 과자, those snacks from all around the world.
That's right, you can't find them anywhere else but Namdaemun, right?
And also what I like to get is accessories like these that I have here on my hair today.
Wow, you look like a BLACKPINK today.
Okay.
Celebration.
Oh, maybe, yes.
Right.
Again, BLACKPINK, happy birthday. But yes, and one thing that I wanted to mention is also that by season, the atmosphere changes as well. For instance, during Christmas, you have all these snowballs and Christmas decorations, booths at those underground shopping malls. So whenever you go, you find this different atmosphere. But Konwoo, you mentioned that it's very affordable to shop there.
That is right.
And you did mention the traditional markets last time. So tell us more about the underground shopping malls. Is it really affordable?
Right, you kind of put me in a dilemma because I like both of Korean traditional market and also underground shopping center at the same time. But this is my just very own personal opinion. But I think underground shopping center is a great spot for 가성비, budget-friendly shopping spot for sure. That's one thing I can tell you. And I now and then go to the underground shopping center, especially at the express bus terminal is to shop for clothes, and I always look up the same items online before purchasing them. And they're usually 3,000 to 5,000 won cheaper, which is if you order stuff online, you got to think about the shipping fees, right? So if you do consider that, it's a lot. I think it's better to just see before your eyes, and just purchasing it is better. So since this is a place also wholesale flower market, flowers are genuinely cheaper here than anywhere else in Seoul. Of course, price might vary slightly, but whenever I buy flowers, I definitely want to check out this place. So if you like flowers, flower boys and girls, check it out.
Okay, good idea.
All right, and think about this very deeply, Konwoo. If you could recommend, you've mentioned so many stores today, if you could recommend just one of the shopping arcades that we've maybe talked about, or even some you haven't mentioned, which one would that be, and what are some must-buys, like whether it be food or fashion, that you would recommend to our audiences?
Or would that be for someone who visits Korea for the first time?
That could be another situation.
That's a really good question, but very tricky question for me because I have been to a lot of underground shopping centers and I love all of them because every single one of them have their own charms. So this was a little tricky, but if it's your first time traveling in Korea, you can only visit one place, one underground shopping center, right? That was condition right there. Then I recommend Gangnam Jiasangang, Gangnam Station Underground Shopping Center, and the reason is because you can find ridiculously wide variety and affordable items there. It is also clean and pleasant. It is cool in the summer, warm in the winter, which is, you can just go shopping regardless of the weather. And I highly recommend you to check out accessories here, such as earrings, rings, hairpins, hairbands, as well as phone cases or phone accessories. And they're compact, making them easy to carry while traveling. You know, it is really important because you don't want to carry some heavy stuff. They make great gift for your friends to take back home. So make sure to drop by. And if I have to recommend one item, I gotta tell you that you gotta try this cafe located right next to the platform. They sell shikke, which is Korean traditional beverage. They have the best shikke ever in my life, so I beg you to give it a try.
It's like a rice drink, right?
Right, rice drink. This is not an advertisement. I'm just saying, I'm just recommendation. You know, it's just my own personal recommendation. You just gotta give it a try for a shikke. And what? You have a hard time trying something new? Trust me, you're a K-culture diver, Gonu, and give it a try because you are definitely going to fall in love with this underground shopping center and the shikke.
All right. Thank you very much, Konu, for that information and the recommendations.
Right.
And looking forward to next time.
Thank you, Gonu.
Thank you, Walter, as always. See you later this week.
See you soon.
Thanks for watching and for your interest in everything K-culture. Please tune in again tomorrow, 2 p.m. Korea time. Keep diving.